there. Oh, fuck. Ooh, shit. 18 degrees, 33. That's why I feel cool, because it's 18. Hey, how's it going, Limey Redneck? Melvin, my
Yeah.
friend.
Oh, everybody's panic buying.
Everybody's panic buying. What are they panic buying?
Oh
Can't be
shit.
toilet paper. Oh yeah, you are stuck in the rain belt.
Yeah, the Coquihalla mudslides took out the train track too. Flooded Merritt.
Yeah.
So that they had to turn around and they had to go around and shit like that. So it's all delayed. So I went to the grocery because it was payday. Oh, and they fucking meds again. But anyway, I go and get my money. I go over, get my meds, and then I go to the grocery store. All the fresh produce is pretty much gone except for like things like parsley. The meat section pretty much all gone. Just a few packages left. All the bread was gone. All the brand name kind of bread all gone. Just the in-house bread was there.
Holy fuck.
And then all the toilet paper, and paper towels. Only thing that was there was tissue papers, like snot rags or whatever, tissue papers, tissues,
Holy
tissues,
Christ.
yeah, all empty. And then most other things that the cheaper brand stuff, like I guess the budget brand stuff, pretty much gone. When I grabbed the last box of like those little ice cream things or whatever, stick fudge sickles or something.
Oh yeah.
There's some cheap brand, and I bought the last box of those that were there, and so everybody's panic buying. But the trucks are coming in tonight because they went around, right?
Yeah. Fuck, when I was reading it in Yahoo News, it made it sound like Vancouver was completely cut off. Well, I happen to know that there's fucking a North Highway and a South Highway, and
Yeah, yeah.
there's ways to get there. It's just the Coca-Cola is not open. Well,
Well,
lots of ways to get there before the Coca-Cola.
they couldn't get on the Eagles Pass for a bit because Merritt was flooded. Because that's how you get on the Eagles Pass highway, the old highway, before
Yeah,
the Coke. So
yeah,
that was delayed, but all the water's gone down now. They can get,
yeah.
but they got a little creek or river that runs through Merritt, and it just flooded its banks, right? I watched, I don't know what's his name, Mike Myers. He lives in Merritt. He owns a little store in Merritt. He moved from Vancouver. He sold. He had it's like a game store where board games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And video games, whatever, like a game store. He owned that in Vancouver, sold it, got himself like $1 million, moved to Merritt, bought a house for 160, and then opened his new little business there of his little game store. But the townspeople didn't like that, taking away their business. So they kind of harassed him, and then he put it on the YouTube that he's getting harassed and all this weird stuff. Like he gets weird phone calls, like somebody on a voice changer, right? Harassing him, tell him to get out of town, kind of thing.
Hey, Bowhunter.
I don't know. You might want to look him up. He's just a real person, another real sort of person, middle class. But his parents were immigrants, and he was born here, so he's just like every other Canadian, right? He's Portuguese or something.
I would be middle class if I wasn't crippled.
Well, yeah, if you're able to continue working and making money.
Yeah. If I was able to, I think I'd be headed up to the Yukon.
Yeah.
Because I know how to drive.
Hello. Just going to say hello, Bowhunter. I just saw his message. I just clicked it open. My comments.
But I could drive fucking heavy equipment, so.
Yeah, that's what the old guy upstairs does. But I think he's done. He's done already. He's got like 6 months till retirement, till he's 65, and I don't think he wants to go back to work or nothing now. He just
Yeah.
He's got health issues too, like the thing with the lungs, he can't breathe or whatever, or smoking too much.
Yeah.
Well, welding and stuff like that, welding too much.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to keep a fucking cigarette lit when you had that welding helmet on.
Yeah. I don't know, he's at the end now. So he's just waiting for retirement, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, he went to the hospital last night because he couldn't breathe. And I think all they gave him was a puffer to try to help him out.
Over the last 20 years, I haven't worked. Oh, fuck. There's 10, that's 11, 12, about 13 years.
Yeah, he worked right up until pretty much now. Right up till he couldn't really breathe anymore. But, his doctor told him to quit smoking. He might get a couple extra years, but he's just going to do what he wants to do. Yeah. He's a heavy drinker, too. He could do a 26er a night. Well, I guess I don't know if that's a heavy drinker or not, but I think it is. 26er rum every night. He's not a big guy. He's smaller than me.
What's a drinker?
Heavy drinker, I'd say.
Okay, they're heavy.
Yeah.
But me drinking a Mickey a night, was I a heavy drinker?
No, you'd be a consistent drinker or whatever. An everyday drinker.
That was only when we didn't go to town to get drunk. Me and one of my best friends when we were at work, I was his Derek and he was my jailer. And after supper, we'd lay there with a 26 between the two of us, and we'd drink it while we were reading.
See, I don't think a Mickey would be too bad if you're drinking it throughout the day. Just taking little swigs of it, that wouldn't be too bad. But chug-a-lugging all at once, it gets to be a little bit much.
Yeah, I was into that more at the end of the evening than.
Yeah. Well, when I was working, I'd smoke my pot after work. I'd never smoke it at work.
Yeah, I knew a guy that smoked at work. Well, I did a few times too myself, but one guy, and he was working for this driller who just fucking hated weed. And he would go stand in front of a mixing motor. It's you add this clay shit to water and it makes a slurry. You pump it down the hole, it brings up cuttings from the hole. And in front of the mixing, they had a motor that was just used for mixing the mud into the water through a hopper. And he would stand in front of that and smoke. So he'd say, well, I was, you know, down mixing and I happened to get some smoke in my eyes. That's why they're red. And he couldn't smell any weed on him because he was fucking smelled like diesel. That cocksucker got off every time, and he worked for that guy for, I don't know, fucking near 2 years, I think.
Yeah, they're getting more strict on all that kind of stuff now.
Oh, I know.
They're fucking testing their piss for fucking everything. But that's the price you got to pay for those big union jobs. 50, 60 bucks an hour. That's what you have to go through. Have to have all tickets.
Oh, yeah, it's just like working on the rigs, but the rigs ain't a union job.
Yeah. That's all he's been doing for the last 40 years, union jobs.
Yeah. I never liked the union jobs. I didn't think I should have to pay part of my wages to somebody else.
Yeah. This is the way it goes.
I went to, I was driving water truck down at Peace River where I was born, raised. Uh, they were putting a railroad in to the paper plant, and I was there uh, putting water on it every once in a while. So because it has to have the right moisture content, so it will pack good. I don't know why was I talking about this.
Union jobs and stuff, and you're putting in a
Oh
railway.
yeah. Then I went back, and they were nobody bothered me then, but I went back, and they were digging this big fucking hole. I don't know how deep it was, maybe 40, 50 feet deep at least.
Big fucking hole. Yeah.
Yeah, it was big. And anyways, down there, I got out one day and was talking to one of the guys there, and he said, "How much you making an hour?" And I said, "I'm making 15." And it was the last night I was going to be there. And he said, "Well, we should shut this down right away," or maybe it was the second last night. And I said, "If you guys shut it down, uh, I'll just get pulled off the job because my boss doesn't figure he could pay anymore. I'm happy with the 50." I said, "Just let me finish out this job and then I'll be on to another one. It don't matter." So they let me go. But they were thinking of shutting the whole fucking operation down for the whole mill just because I was getting $1 less an hour.
Oh shit.
Yeah, just outrageous. If I'd wanted $1 more, I probably could have went and asked the guy for it, but I was happy.
What year was that?
I think that was in late 80s, early 90s, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Probably late 80s because the early 90s I spent first 2 years in college.
That's what my factory work paid me, $15 an hour. Working the presses for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, well, you see, I got paid time and a half after.
I was running 1 ton to 3 ton presses, whole pile of them.
I was paid overtime after 10 hours. And I was putting in 16 hours a day because we had 3 drivers and 2 trucks.
Holy shit.
Each driver got 8 hours off. And you'd go out and you could do that for 3, 4, 5 days straight, and you'd come back into town again.
No, they wouldn't pay us overtime where we were at, so I just did 5 days a week. I did that for about 6 years. Then I got sick.
Yeah.
I got suspicions of what it could be, but I have no way to prove it. It's probably I got metal poisoning, breathing in that black shit from the aluminum. But since it's aluminum, and yeah, and it's used in everything, they don't really like to say bad stuff about it.
Yeah.
So when I looked at the research, there is some research done, but it's like anybody reputable, like anybody bigwiggy, because they don't want to say it could be toxic to us. Because it's everywhere in nature. Like it's in the dirt outside. It's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So, but they're finding people that work in those occupations that have dust and stuff. They're getting lung cancers, and they haven't linked it to Alzheimer's yet, but they're guessing it could be linked to Alzheimer's. And
Yeah, but they could link anything to anything if they want to try.
yeah, to aluminum toxicity or something.
Yeah.
So for me, they'd have to do a bone biopsy to see if I have it in my bone marrow. I don't know.
Well, that'll hurt, but you might as well go for it.
Yeah. Well, I got to get the doctor on board with it too, though. But when he told me there's no proper research into it to actually prove that. So.
Oh.
That's why. See, I can guess that's what happened, but all I get is unknown arthritic condition. So that's my diagnosis, my official diagnosis. But me doing the research now over the years, when I got computer finally and stuff, I started doing some research, and that's probably what happened to me. Probably got aluminum, and I got it so bad that it's damaged me for good.
Well, my brother worked in a cedar mill for 10 years. They never made him wear a mask. They didn't even request that he wear a mask most of the time. And he can't work there anymore because he can't breathe from all the cedar dust.
Yeah. Workplace occupational hazards, or whatever they call them.
Uh,
I don't know. Like I said, it's my best guess of what happened. So, but that's not what the official shit is written down as.
yeah.
They never did the bone biopsy thing. Even if they did test my bone and find aluminum in there, they probably wouldn't be able to link it to my job. But after all this time, it won't matter anyway. So it took me 15 years to find out that shit.
Yeah.
So once I got on the internet and shit, my life wasn't stable enough yet to have internet. Then all of a sudden I found here to live, and it became stable, so I was able to get on the internet. So, no, about 10 years. 10 years of instability, roughly. And then I finally found this spot, and I've been here for 15, so that's a full 25 years now, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I think in 2023 it'll be 25 years, because in 98, that's the last day I did anything, and I was fucked. I was fuckered from that point on.
I moved in here in the summer of 91. So it's 30 years for me.
Yeah. It's nice to have a stable place to live, though. It's a lot of places, you know, they decide they want to move, not pay rent or whatever, and move. Others, they sell the house or something, right? And everybody's got to move, or it's just temporary to begin with.
Yeah.
Right? That's what sucked. For about 10 years, I was at least moving once a year, if not twice. And trying to do that when you're all sick and shit, and it's fucked. It was fucked. I wasn't a happy camper at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking went out and done most of my shit. Ordered my smokes and just smokes to come. He said about an hour, so I guess at 1 o'clock, somewhere around 1 maybe, he'll be here. I like him because he comes right to the door.
Yeah.
I wish my pot seller would come right to the door. That would be nice too.
What the fuck? He doesn't?
No, I gotta go to her.
Oh.
She's like got all her grandkids living with her and shit, so. But they're getting into their teens and stuff, so they can pretty much look at up.
Oh. I scratch my back.
Oh shit. The YouTube's lagging.
I don't think mine is.
This is my computer. It's getting old, that's all. Old and slow.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to see how many people. We got 2 people watching, it says. On the YouTube.
Well, if it was counting right, that would be me and you.
Oh, I don't know how it works. Yeah, they fucked up on my vacation and shit, and I get to suffer over it. It's a dose.
Huh.
Yeah, and they're the ones that fucked up. Wasn't me at all. Miscommunication between my doctor and the pharmacy. And I said I got 4 pills that I should have got 6. So it's like, okay, well, I'll bring these 4 back, and then you just give me 6. But then they reset the script now, so now I have to wait 28 days again. And I've already halfway through the month because I was getting it on the 1st.
Yeah.
Now I just get to miss a dose. That's all it is.
Fuck.
Reset the script, right? because I have to get it back on schedule. I have to end of December. I have to go pick up my refill. So I have to skip a dose. So it would be only one dose for the month. I got 2 right now, but I have to get until the end of December. So I got screwed out of a dose.
Yeah.
Because of their fuck up. Because I like to get it. Got my next prescription around when I have to go out and get my check and all that, right? All at the same time. So when I got nasal spray too, I wanted it to be so I can get my nasal spray and everything at the same time, right?
Right.
But now they got that all screwed up now.
Well, the doctor won't fix it for you?
Oh, I probably could down and fix it, but I don't want to fuck with it anymore. I'll get even more screwed up. As long as I got the proper dose coming or whatever, now it's back to normal. And I got a 1 refill after this, so I'll just wait till that certain date until I get paid or something. I'll wait till the right date to go down and get it, right?
Yeah.
Because technically on the 15th, or whatever it is now, it's the 17th or whatever, the middle of next month, I can go grab it. That's too early. I need it, so I'll wait until the 25th or something to go grab it, or not 25th, that'll be Christmas shit. Something like that afterwards. But I have to get it early enough so the 28 days will be up by my next check day or whatever on a normal time.
Yeah.
One week before the end of the month, I usually get paid, something like that, usually. But now they're doing it different because it's Christmas coming. So I got this one today, 17th. So next month it'll be the 15th, I believe. I haven't got the mail yet to see my stubs, so. Strange too. Sometimes I'll get the stub on a Tuesday, and sometimes I'll get it on a Wednesday.
Ooh.
So whatever. I think it's the 15th, because they want you to have it all early to get all your shit paid and stuff before the Christmas shutdown, right?
Yeah.
Just from the 25th to the 1st, usually everything's shut down. Most things are, well, you can go to 7-Elevens and crap like that, but most everybody else shuts down for the week.
Not here in town.
I don't know, it's just what they do here, I guess, in town. Most things shut down, it gets all quiet, and everybody goes home and eats their turkeys and gets fat and does the family thing and get wasted, and then they relax and wait for New Year's and do party and shit on, let the fireworks go and all that stuff, and then everybody back to work on the 2nd, right?
Yeah.
Shit, I'm tired now. Fuck. That's too much. It's 4 days in a row now. I had to be fucking around going out.
I used to have to work on Christmas Eve, and there'd be no fucking customers after 3 o'clock, but we were forced to stay there till 6.
Oh well. As long as you got paid for it.
Well, I was getting paid by the day, so getting let off once or twice because they fucked me over.
Yeah,
any overtime I had, they would give me paid time off instead of paying me overtime. But they only give me paid time off and straight time. They should have give me paid time off and time and a half.
Yeah, I'd only get straight times, and it'd be just me and this other older guy that would work the holidays. Everybody else had families and stuff, so just me and this older guy working on the holidays, and it'd still be just straight time though. They just ask, right? Do you wanna work or not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing better for me to do, right?
Yeah.
Then I'd get the holiday pay and straight time, so it would be all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Limey's redneck. What's going on? That shit drives me nuts, he says. Not sure what we're talking about.
Yeah, that was a few minutes ago.
I know, I just get so enthralled with our discussions, I forget all about chat.
Well, I read it and then I forget about it.
So I was up on Mike's panel yesterday. I didn't see you.
Well, Mike doesn't seem to want me around anymore.
Oh, I don't know. He was asking about you. I was wondering where you were.
Uh,
I don't think he thinks anything like that.
well, he was here. Remember that day he quit?
Yeah, that was.
He was mad. Well,
Yeah.
he hasn't talked to me since.
Oh. I don't know. I said it didn't seem like he was upset. Just asked if you were there. I don't know where you're at. He's like, usually he's here.
Yeah, but he's gonna play the duck.
Oh, okay.
You
Not
know, it wasn't me that left his channel mad. He left my channel mad. He should come back to it. Why should I be the first one to make up? It wasn't me that got upset.
So what, we got a sub to Limey? See what Limey's channel is all about.
He's got nothing.
Oh, he doesn't have nothing there?
No. He's got all the people he subbed to and playlists. But nothing that he's done himself.
Limey. Oh. Never looked at his page before.
Yeah,
I think
well,
that's the
he
first time I've heard of him too.
He just subbed me this morning.
Oh yeah, 17 subscribers. No videos yet. Oh well, he's working on it. Everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
My first subscriber was somebody that watched my lightning show. He does the same thing. He takes videos of storms.
Are you gonna have clear skies here tonight?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because about, I think maybe 10:30 your time, there's gonna be a lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah.
And it's not the one where the whole moon turns red. It's some other kind of fucking eclipse. And it only happens once every 800 years.
Ooh.
Ain't gonna be able to see it through the fucking clouds, so I thought maybe you might see it.
Maybe. It was clear last night.
Yeah.
But things can change within fucking minutes here.
Oh,
like that little storm that fucking blew in here, fucking hail and fucking sideways rain and everything, 15 minutes. Came in, room, bang, bang, crash, lightning, fucking hail, winds and bursts of winds. It's like, holy shit. and then it was fucking gone. 15 minutes. I didn't even get a chance to video it. I was smoking a joint and hiding in the fucking shed when it all was going on. So I figured I'll just smoke my joint and go inside, then I'll come video it. But by the time I done that, it's over.
Yeah.
I got the fucking one lightning bolt and one thunder crash or whatever, and that was it. It was nothing with no wind, no rain. Not like it was. But all hell broke loose there for a few minutes. It was like, holy shit. That's why I went and hide in the shed to smoke my joint. Hail started coming down and everything. And then it all calmed down for a couple hours and it was all kind of mellow. And all of a sudden it fucking started a snowstorm kind of thing came through. Another storm came, but no lightning or thunder, but fucking snow, wet snow all started fucking splattering down like crazy and wind.
Yeah.
Then, I don't know, for maybe an hour and then it quit. But it all melted away today. I'm all stocked up for chicken this month. I got nothing. Got chicken burgers and chicken fingers and chicken breasts. It's going to be the month of chicken eating.
I get a pound of burger meat. Maybe it's a pound or a pound and a half every month.
Yeah, I stocked
Got 3 or 4 pounds in the fridge that I haven't eaten yet, but I've had them for 4 months.
I only had mine a couple months now. But I still got, I don't know how much is, just split it into portions. I still probably got 10. So I'll get 10 meals there just in hamburger. Then I got like set up buttload of chicken, big box full of chicken breasts or whatever. Frozen chicken.
If you can suck all the air out of the bags and then seal them tight, the fucking chicken could live in the freezer for a year. Your steak could probably live in there for a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll get through it all. And a couple more months, 2-3 months, I'll get through all that meat.
Yeah.
Maybe only 2 months. I'm thinking I'll get through all that meat. But like I said, I stocked up a little. I knew something was going to happen again, so I even warned my sister. I'm like, go get your toilet paper and stuff. But that was last month, so I'm a month. So the same thing happened last time when we ran out of toilet paper. I was a month ahead of it already. I already knew something's going to happen. So I stocked up ahead of time, just little by little, right? Just instead of buying 1 pack of toilet paper, I bought 2, right? And next thing you know, fucking there's no toilet paper, and I'm like, I'm good, right?
I didn't worry about it because what I buy for rolls usually lasts me 6 months to a year.
Yeah. I just, like I said, I just piled up a little extra, and now I'm good for months, right? 6 months or whatever. So what I have right now, I would say at least 3 months. I got 3 months worth of toilet paper right now.
Well, I got fucking near a year's worth, I think.
24 pack will last me 3 months.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, something like that.
You go through it pretty quick.
Well, yeah, that's that irritable bowel.
Okay.
I don't discuss that part because it's disgusting.
Yes. I know it's what you're talking about.
You just leave that part out of it. Yeah, and then I said I went and bought a bag of those chip things I usually get, and I just bought 2 instead this time. Now I'm good for the month. I need 2 of those bags for the whole month. No bananas though. I was gonna grab bananas again, but no bananas, and I only have 2 right now. 2 left of the last batch that I bought.
Yeah.
Might have to go get another container of Tang, but I don't know.
I'm,
Oh, what?
I was just thinking, I'm pretty happy. I can fucking eat anything I want. If I want to have a piece of pie, piece of cake, ice cream, fuck me, milkshake.
Oh, he subbed to me. Thanks, man. I haven't been promoting myself lately, so my sub counts just sitting there. It was sitting at 69 forever.
Well, it's a fine spot to stop at.
But Limey, you got to click on one. You can't just sub. You have to click on one of my videos, or it'll unsub you.
Yep. You'll be unsubbed for me too. You gotta watch one video.
Yeah, you just click on a video, and that's it. You don't even really have to watch it. You just got to get it going.
Oh fuck, I click it on and put her through at twice the speed if the people are slow enough talkers.
Yeah. As long as you sub and watch, just click on a video for 2 seconds, and it'll register and keep you as my sub. They don't want to promote small channels anymore. There's too many of us. We're taking up their bandwidth or their server space for nothing. They're not making any money off us. We're just a bunch of freeloaders.
Well, fuck them.
Yeah, no, but I think once you get to like 1,000 subs, then you can do the super chats, and every time somebody gives you a super chat, they make some money. YouTube makes money off you, and then they love you.
Yeah.
Right? Then you get promoted and all that kind of shit.
But there's a thing that you don't use super chats because YouTube takes too much money off you. So
Yeah, 40%.
mouse, yeah.
Something like that. I heard 40%. I don't know.
That's taxes plus their share.
I didn't really come into this YouTube thing planning on making any money. I don't have any, I don't know what you call it, videos that are worthy to go viral or whatever, popular enough videos,
Yeah.
I'm just doing whatever I feel like doing, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't really think of the money part yet. Why bother? I have to reach at least 1,000 subs or something like that to even get noticed, right? You know what I mean? For YouTube to even take you seriously.
Yeah. But fuck YouTube and fuck Google, their parent company, for thinking they have the fucking right to take away a right to free speech. And that's on either side of the border, the right to free speech.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be publishers, so they're not supposed to censor us, really.
Yes.
Like I said, as long as we're not doing like porn and murder and all that kind of shit, it should be okay. Right?
And
But
while we're at it, happy fuck the cops day.
there you go. Do you hear anything new about
What?
Eric Brandt?
No.
He's the fuck the cops day, right? Happy fuck
Yeah.
the cops day. Because I know he got the 12 years, but
Well, some people are trying to get that reduced.
yeah, I heard some petition or something to.
Yeah.
But I can't. sign a I'm not in the States. I can't sign a petition for that.
Oh yes, you could.
Oh, yeah.
All of us in Canada could. Around the world could. He's more of a political prisoner than being in there for anything else.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because,
it's a way to silence him, right?
yeah, yeah,
Because he was getting really popular, making too many waves.
yeah,
So a lot of his courts and stuff, he was winning. He was winning them all.
yeah, yeah. So they just fucked him over.
Yeah.
And well, you did the survey. Nobody thinks he should be in jail, but one dummy figured 6 months probation or something.
Yeah. And so other people said it shouldn't have been any punishment at all
Yeah, well, that's what I said.
because it was free speech, it's just words, right? But
And there was a difference in the words he used too.
yeah,
He put in a hope,
and a wish
yeah.
and thought or whatever, just exactly what the
It's not I want, or I want somebody else to want to do it. He never encouraged anything. All he said was, "I hope you die with your brain splattered all over your children's faces."
yeah.
And that,
But his whole point is the extreme, to get the extreme language out there to get people shocked, like a shock and awe, like what?
yeah.
That's the whole point.
But
Because
there's so many fucking snowflakes in this world.
well, if you don't get their attention, right, you got to get the people's attention, and he did it by using unfucking, what do you want to call it? Unsavory words, That's why he used them, because it was to shock people, to get them to pay attention.
Yeah, well,
Sort of what it was about, but it's a lot to do with free speech, for free speech,
yeah.
and he's trying to tell even vulgar or hateful speech, it should be all free, still.
Well, he was against insane laws too.
Yeah,
Like, laws that you have to have shoes on when you're on a fucking one of them.
on the bus, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, unconstitutional laws and stuff he'd go against, and he's always like, well, not homeless people don't always have shoes, so you can't deny them the service, right? Because that service is for everybody, not just for the rich that have shoes, right?
yeah. He was doing it, but I knew it could be done.
Yeah,
I've seen other people do it. There was a survival channel with a long-haired, braided, red-haired guy, and once there was a guy named Joe on it for I don't know how long, but Joe Tenna, I think his name was.
hold on a minute, hold on. Yeah, my smokes are here, I'll be back in a second.
Yep. Son of a bitch.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. Understandable.
So that's done now. Got my pot yesterday. Got Gate Crasher and Black Diamond.
Is it good?
Yeah. Well, this lady's always got good stuff.
Well, I'm excited to see what kind of shape and trim I've got. How rough it is.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, it's 31%. If it's not rough, I'll just fucking smoke it. You know, if there's not a lot of fucking bugs in it. I was looking and I got it for the same price as low, because my grade is high, called high grade trim and shake. And I got it same price as on another site. They charge the same price for their low grade trim and shake. Yeah. Like my shit's guaranteed to be 31%.
Oh. I don't know. I got a little fucking paper bag full of my trimming, my homegrown.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it, though. Might put it in a cookie or something. I don't know. Dude, new. Not worried about it. I still got some of my homegrown left. I saved those 3 bags. I'm almost done the one. So I got 2 spare bags. So if I run out of real weed, I got something to fall back on.
I don't know why you say don't think your weed is real weed.
Well,
It maybe not be up to
that's just the way I describe it. Or my homegrown.
hey, what the fuck do you think that everything is? Most weed is grown in the home.
Yeah, I know. I know where the weed I buy comes from. And
Uh,
I've been to that guy's house. But I can't go there to get it like that. That he only does the poundages. She goes up there and buys like 4 pounds off the guy at a time. But she's got the license. She's allowed to carry and grow and all this kind of shit. She's like her designated, and she's allowed to get all these pounds and dole it out to her medical people. She can consider me a medical one, but I'm not written down as medical or anything like that.
yeah,
She's got the original card where you don't need to take people's names and stuff because it's privacy thing, right?
yeah.
But yeah, she's got the original medical wear marijuana card. She's allowed like 2,400 plants she's allowed to grow, and
Holy fuck.
yeah, and then dole it out to all the medical people. But instead, now she's got a designated grower, which is that guy, and then she goes to get the pot off him, and then she to everybody.
Yeah,
Technically, her medical users, right?
yeah.
But she can't take people's names because she doesn't have to. She's got that card, right?
Yeah.
There's 4 different cards over the years. The first one has the most. It's mostly open to, because back then there was no fucking medical shit or nothing, right?
Yeah.
Legit medical weed. Because when she first got it, she got a plastic jar. It was pretty big, but she opened up and it had the whole entire plant stuffed in there, stalk and leaves and everything. It's like they took the whole plant, just squished it in there with the bud and everything.
Yeah.
And then she says, "This ain't right." right? So that's why she started it up on her own, getting real pot to the people. Instead of this fucking plant being stuffed in a jar given to her, right? Here's your medical marijuana. It's like, you dumb? We the flower, right? What the fuck?
See, here, the only place, I think it's maybe Edmonton and Calgary, are the places that might have a weed store that is considered medical weed. It's just online here, the medical marijuana.
Yeah. A lot of them, since it went legalized, they just didn't bother with the medical. They just used the medical to get their foot in the door to see if it was okay with the people. And then it's like, oh, it is okay with the people, so we'll just legalize it for recreational and tax it and make the money now. And then
Yeah.
all the medical shit got dropped. It's
Well,
like we should have been at that point now, covered under our medical plan and all this kind of stuff too.
oh yeah.
Definitely.
I
Well,
don't think anybody should have to pay for weed.
it'd be like way better than giving them fucking, fucking all these harsher drugs that everybody's getting addicted to.
Can't see why we just can't plant a quarter section of weed.
Well, it would be nice if it opened us up so we could plant a whole bunch, but I think there would be a complaint about smell.
Ah, yes, but see now you can plant CBD weed.
Yeah, hemp
Yeah,
is CBD.
yeah. Well, that word escaped me, so I said CBD weed.
Yeah, hemp. Go bunch of hemp. That's totally legal, and it doesn't smell like marijuana. So
Well, maybe you just put it right in the center of the marijuana, right in the center of the field, and then hemp all the way around.
yeah.
Um,
Now, say if I took our garden out here and just filled it with pot, right? I could probably get 50 plants in there, in their garden out here.
yeah,
But that would totally reek up the neighborhood. They definitely smell that. Because even my 4 plants, fucking 10, you can smell them some days. The old guy upstairs thought the neighbor was smoking a joint. I'm like, no, that's just the smell of my plants. He's like, oh shit, the neighbor got some pretty good strong stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's not the neighbor. That's the plants you're smelling, dude. Holy shit. But yeah, hopefully next year I'll do a better job. Because I don't know, I got the seeds maybe a month before, and then I'm like started fucking going crazy trying to plant them, and
yeah.
wherever it came out. Because I wasn't gonna go buy chemical fertilizers and all that. Do that, but it'll be pigeon poop next year. Gonna get a 5-gallon pail full of pigeon poop. That's gonna be its food this time.
If you go to a flower store, like not a flower stop to give you a fucking nice bouquet or something like that, but
Yeah, I know what you're talking
one
about.
for growing the shit, you could buy lots of. I think you could buy lots of fucking different kinds of shit there.
Yeah, well, I get the pigeon poop for free.
Yeah,
Just have to go down and screen and
but if
fill
you
up.
had 5 or 10 pounds of something else to mulch in with that chicken poop.
I'm just gonna dump like a cupful on
Just
top.
like this year.
Yeah, every 10 days, I'm thinking I'm gonna put a cupful, wash it in with the water, and that's it. I think that'll be fine. Because the dirt itself, once I process the dirt itself, it's gonna have some nutrients in there right off the bat.
Yeah.
So I can then I'm just reinforce it. Like I said about it, probably I'm thinking every 10 days with this like a cup full of pigeon poop, and just wash it in. Right, it should be fine.
Yeah.
It might be too much, so I might have to only do it twice as every 15 days or something like that. I don't know yet. Like I said, this is something I got to work out yet. As long as I keep them fed this time. They start going all yellow on me, and I'm like, what's going on? Here they're hurting for food. That's all it was. As soon as I gave them some more of the chicken poop mulch, they went green again. So, but that was after 30 days.
My tips go yellow on the things I'm growing right now, but I looked and that's fairly normal for automatics.
Yeah. Well, I know the lower leaves and stuff will turn yellow and things like that, but
Yeah.
the whole plant started losing its color, right? Because it was a dark green, and then it started going all pale yellow looking, all of it, and that's because there wasn't no food. As soon as I gave it food, it darkened right up again. So that's all. I just kept on fucking giving it food. But the pot were filling up too much. I was overflowing with mulch at the end. I had to dig some out to make room for the fresh stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll grow tomatoes next year. I got enough seeds now, so I don't have to worry about it. I don't know. I might sprout some to try to give away, but usually people won't take them. But I know they'll take the pot, so I can sprout many I want, and they're all gonna go. Yeah, no one said no yet. I see the neighbors. Hey, want a pot plant? Or want a couple? Whatever. Sure. Not a problem giving away pot plants. But I'm gonna do.
Well, plant a tomato in with a pot.
Yeah, give them both away.
Oh.
There you go, one of each. There you go. No, it's mainly just growing that batch of tomatoes to get more seeds. That's all. But now I got lots. I don't need to worry about planting a big plant. It's 5 plants in that one pot.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so I could just do one.
It's about that long, I guess.
Like a Rubbermaid container.
Yeah. 106 liters. I think. It's like that. Yeah, it's sort of like a Rubbermaid, but I would say a little bit better quality.
Yeah.
A little harder, more solid. Anyways, one of those tubs filled up with soil grows me 6 plants.
Yeah, it's about right. Because one of those pots that I use is only going to grow one.
Yeah.
It's all it's got room for is to grow one.
But see, now when I'm starting on the White Widow, which will be next Tuesday, maybe, or maybe even next Monday. Because I'm getting my vents cleaned on Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather just not have seeds laying around germinating while there's weed growing. At least not letting anybody see the seeds growing at the same time. Because it's a matter of trust, and I don't know if I even trust this fucker that's coming here.
Yeah. Gotta get to know him first, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck. Holy shit. I got ways to go. So,
What are you eating?
so I got up at 7 o'clock. Uh-oh. They're vacuuming now.
Can't hear it.
Not yet.
I vacuumed here yesterday. I was trying to work up the energy to fucking wash the floors, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow or the next day or the day after or maybe Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to rest up here for the next 3 days. Because my knees and my feet and my hips are just killing me.
Yeah. And we're going in the toilet here for temperatures. Not that it really bothers me because we've had all this nice temperature so far. Oh, the colder weather don't bother me at all.
Yeah, it was pretty cold here last night. Everything froze. See, it was wet there for a while. And now all of a sudden, boom, everything's frozen now.
Yeah.
Snow's on the mountain. So I said 2 or 3 weeks it's going to be here. We're on the
Yeah.
ground. And then they fucking changed my appointment to for 2nd now. I'm supposed to go tomorrow. It's like, no, he's got something to do, better to do, so come on the 2nd, they said.
Tell him it's too fucking cold to play golf. He should work.
Yeah. No, he's doing surgery.
Well, I'd still say that to my doctor. I have a dim view of all doctors.
So have I. Problem is I don't have a rapport with the doctors.
Yeah.
They know me from shit, so they can't trust me at all. So everything I tell them, it goes in one ear out the other, unless he has a test saying this is what's happening.
Yeah.
So it's bullshit.
Well,
Because I got a fucking laundry list of crap that's going on, but there's, like I said, there's no treatments, there's no remedies. I do everything they tell me to do, blood tests and X-rays, and tell them everything that's going on, but no, it's no treatments all the time. It's like I'm just left on my own. So all I got a choice is just to go smoke the dirty drugs, right?
yeah.
Get to smoke the dirty street drugs. But I don't know. It's like the amounts of drugs that I need is just simply not healthy for me anyway. 100 milligrams of morphine, 100 milligrams of Dilaudid, or 2 Dilaudid 8s. Like, it's like crazy amounts that I need, right? And then no way I'd be able to take it every day without getting addicted and, going through all that crap, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hooped. So marijuana kind of helped stable me out, help me tolerate it, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it helps. It helps with helps with stress. Helps with the stress.
It helps both mentally and physically.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It helps with my mental health, keeps me calm and relaxed about it also, because or else I'd be freaking out.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, watch out. I'm gonna sit there.
I don't know. Like I said, just kind of treat myself all these years and shit. I had to do it myself. Even after all that medical crap that I went through. 1111 or 111. 111.
So it's 2:11 here.
It's just weird how I look at the clock and they're all the same numbers. Trips me out.
That happens all the time. There is only 10 numbers if you include 0. So you're going to see combinations of them
Yeah.
very often.
I can see 222 and then 333 and then 444 and 555. Like there is all kinds of combos. Or
Yeah.
11 after 11, right? So they're all ones.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I just think it's strange because it seems like every time I look at the clock, the numbers are all the same. More often than not.
Maybe you subconsciously trained yourself to look at the clock at that time.
I don't know, maybe. My subconscious is keeping track of that. Sees it out of the corner of my eye or something, and it's like, look at the clock now. It says.
Well, if it's happening consistently, that's the only way I could figure it happening. I can't believe it's chanced that many frickin' times. There's got to be something interfering to make the numbers
Yeah,
different.
it could be the angels trying to talk to me. So that's because that's what they're called, angel numbers or something. When people start noticing.
I actually rarely ever see that happening where the numbers line up.
Well, the angels aren't trying to speak to you then.
I guess not. Maybe it's because I don't believe. So they give up trying to talk to me.
Maybe. Maybe you're just not in tune. I don't know.
Maybe I'm an angel.
Oh, maybe you're Santa Claus.
No. It's not that fucking jolly.
Well, you only have to be jolly on Christmas.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
if I really was Santa Claus, at least I wouldn't have to go to any fucking store and have all them little kids pissing on me.
did you see any of those videos and stuff of the flood? Where the Coquihalla got all washed out and shit? So I'm looking at one right now. There's a that's all washed out, but there's train cars on the bridge still connected together, and then the tracks are hanging just in midair. There's nothing underneath them.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one.
It's like
Oh,
three train cars just hanging out there. But the tracks are there, but it's washed out from underneath them. Big gorge.
yeah.
They're showing it on Facebook now. It's like, yes, yesterday. Oh, you must hear that. Holy.
Yeah, I can hear that. Oh, fuck, Melvin, you don't have to shut it off. See what sounds good today while waiting for Melvin to come back. Oh, come on, Melvin. I played a whole fucking song.
There you go.
I can't hear nothing now.
Well, she moved to a different room.
You could have left it running. I didn't care. You could have stayed on.
Oh,
I don't fall apart at the least little sound.
she was just in the room right above me. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I've had women fucking vacuum the floor right beside my head while I was laying there.
Fuck, a lot of stolen vehicles lately in my town too. This year, I should say. Lots of stolen cars this year. It's getting ridiculous.
They're stealing all over, I think.
Well, usually it wasn't such a big thing here, though. Just the odd time you'd hear a car getting stolen. Now it's like fucking every week.
Huh.
And they got pictures of the guy too. It's like, this is my Pathfinder, and they showing a picture of the guy. That's on my face. The local stuff I get on my face crack. My Facebook fucking everybody blabbing about everything that goes on. So everybody was freaking out about the shelves all being empty. And then they're saying the trucks are coming in tonight. There'll be stuff on the shelves for tomorrow or tonight. People at work at Walmart leaked it out.
Well,
Some of the trucks are coming from Calgary for the deliveries.
on, oh yeah, well, would be easier for them to get there from Calgary.
Yeah.
That's one thing I should have done when I was younger and traveling around. I should have went over Frank's Slide.
Uh-oh. 27-year-old man's missing. He's 27 years old with physical and mental challenges. He's not care for himself. He went missing November 8th, approximately 1:45 from his home on Peters Road. No cell phone or money, wearing only blue plaid pajamas. Uh-oh. Arms are green and shirt sleeve. What the fuck? That was the 8th? Man, wearing nothing, basically. Wearing his pajamas outside.
Yeah.
It says, please be the lookout for James. Look in your yard, sheds, under your trees. When you go on walks and bushes in the area, hikes, bicycling around the roads. Keep in mind his mentality of a 12-year-old and is fearful of people. Sorry, medical care. He's unfamiliar with the area and has no friends or acquaintances. If you have any information, contact. Holy shit. That was a while ago now. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got a bad feeling he probably came to the elements outside the first night.
Yeah.
Well, somebody didn't take him in or find him or whatever, right?
But why would they still have him?
Why what?
Well, if they took him in the first night, why would they still have him?
Yeah, I imagine if somebody grabbed him up, they would have phoned the authorities or something, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, if he's gotten caught outside all night, I don't think he'd fare very well. It's not very warm. If he's just in pajamas, running around in his jammies.
Is there a lot of water where he was living? Maybe he got swept away.
No. It's right here in town.
Okay, yeah. That's why I asked. You know.
Yeah, we didn't have any flooding here in town.
Fuck, this is really gonna fuck up that show, Highway to Hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess more highway.
Nothing stops us from keeping this fucking road open. Oh yeah, you can say that, but fuck you. The weather will stop you.
No, it's just kind of bizarre how everybody panic buyed, went out and bought everything up. Fucking idiots. And everything's coming in tonight, so fuck.
Yeah, that's one of the first. Well, when I read it and it said rated Yahoo that basically Vancouver was cut off from the interior. There's so you could cut in over and go up over the mountains and then along the Sea to Sky Highway to get down into Vancouver. Never heard of anything happening on those fucking little goat trails. And then there's the North Way and then cutting in and fuck there's just so many ways to get it in there that it's all a fucking big bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it just delays them a bit. That's all. But like I said, everybody freaked out and thought there was gonna ran out and fucking got everything.
But what's really sad is so many people are not intelligent enough to think on their own that they're going to be okay. just because it rained and the road washed out. Fuck, if they had to, they would fly fucking groceries into you guys. It's not like you're gonna starve to death or run out of fucking toilet paper, I don't think.
Yeah, well, that's what everybody's worried about. So everything's so uncertain now, right?
Yeah.
And there is no real thing that we could. It's possible, right?
See, most people don't even know how to make cloth diapers anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was just talking to my sister the other day about canning. No one knows how to can and preserve foods anymore and shit, right?
Yeah, and I used to love canned moose meat and canned jackfish.
Yeah.
They were good. Fuck, were they good.
It's just like I said, people have lost all these skills that we used to do, right?
Yeah,
We used to have to can stuff and put it away, for just in case.
I get, or I was getting homemade jams every year.
Oh yeah, it's the good stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
I much rather have homemade jams than the stuff you buy at the store,
Yeah.
by far. So the jams that I get, they come from Egypt, strawberry jam from Egypt, and it tastes sort of like the old school jam. So I think they put less stuff in it, right? It's more
Yeah.
natural, you know. I think so, and I couldn't be positive on that, but it tastes like it used to, like jam used to taste like, or the consistency and everything.
I'm going to take 2 ounces of weed and turn it into brownies.
There you go. I got a brownie on the fucking. Somebody gave me a brownie, but it's hard as a rock.
Well, I got 16 ounces. If I smoked that, it'd last me 2, 3 months, I think, maybe.
I roughly go through an ounce every 5 to 7 days.
Yeah, that was what, before I did that big dose of mushrooms. And since then, I've been smoking last week.
Hmm.
It really tripped with my head that uh, those mushrooms. It took me 2, 3 days, I think, before they finally released whatever they did to me.
Before it wore off.
Yeah, because I went a little bit more somber after it. At least I think I have been. I don't know.
Oh, here now we got fucking smoke coming off Knox Mountain. That's our park, top of the mountain. There was something on fire near the mall around 9:30. Couldn't see.
You know, if you ran there to help save them all and you pulled out your dick and pissed on the fire, that would be help putting the fire out, but the fucking police would throw you in jail.
Yeah.
Cocksuckers.
So I see it as futile. I remember that one guy got fucking harassed because he poured a ball of water on some fire. So I guess somebody threw a cigarette down on the grass and it caught a little fire going. And he
Yeah.
ran there and poured his water bottle all on it to put it out. And then the cops fucking harassing him for his name and everything like that. And he's like, "No, I'm not the one that did it. Like, oh, we don't know that." I'm like, "I put the fucking thing out." And he's, oh fuck, they're being real dicks to the guy that actually stopped the fire, right?
Yeah.
For yeah. I couldn't believe the cops. They wanted his name and all this fucking crap. And then they started accusing him of starting it. And he's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sure glad I never had much to do with big city cops.
Well, since I moved to Kelowna, I haven't really have had encounters and stuff. One of them was kind of shitty, but ended up fucking letting me go anyway. So
Well, we were on our way to Brandon, Manitoba. Me and a guy I used to know, we were going down there to pick up a boat. Me and him and his old lady. I was there. He would drive in the morning, and he would drive until he couldn't stand it anymore and had a crack of beer. And when he cracked the beer, then I'd get behind the wheel. No, I can't remember why I was telling you that.
oh well. I'm
Well,
just browsing the news, my local news thing. Still waiting for my one friend. He should be calling me today because it was payday. My friend in the wheelchair. Yeah, he's feeling the pinch of isolation now too. He's super social guy, right?
Yeah.
Now he's sitting alone lots and it's driving him nuts.
Well, I'm not super social, but I can pretty much get along with anybody. And after 11 years, well, what is it, the last 5 years has been just fucking nobody coming over
Yeah.
at all.
Well, that's sort of the same with him. The past fucking X amount of years, nobody really talks to him anymore, and he's used to having people all around and all that shit.
Uh,
So it's making him driving a little bit crazy. So what he does now is he goes over to Tim Hortons. He just sits at Tim Hortons all day and is hoping somebody will come by and talk to him.
Guess I could do that. Go sit in Dairy Queen or fucking Burger Baron.
Yeah. I did that about 10 years ago. I did that. I just sat around Tim Hortons, and I was able to make some summer. So I was like, okay, I can still make friends, so I'm good. Right. It's not like they became close friends or anything like that, but I was still able to make some friends and talk to people, and
Yeah.
because it was a lot of years being without nobody around, right?
Yeah.
And I just decided, I'm gonna go try to make friends. So I did a pretty good job at it. Nobody hated me.
Well, this is a little town, and there's a bunch of people that talk behind my back and say there's nothing the matter with me.
Well, yeah, because they don't know. They're just stupid.
But everybody who used to know me, uh, they don't fucking pay attention to me anymore. Which is fine, because a lot of them drank. I used to drink a lot too, and I don't really need them drunk and falling down all over.
Yeah.
Like, or breaking a toilet or something.
A lot of times people are they're too busy with their own lives to really take the time out for somebody else. It's almost like we're too slow for them. You know what I mean? We fall behind and then we're just left in the dust. They're always moving forward while we're always taking a break, right?
Yeah, when I first moved into this place, I just rented it. Actually, I just rented one room down at the other end, but I had the kitchen used as a kitchen and this living room if I wanted. And there was another, wrong way to look.
know how long is your trailer?
68,
6. Oh, okay, that's decent size.
14 by 68. Well, actually, it's 65 because you knock off 3 feet for the hitch.
Yeah, it's still a decent one, decent size.
Yeah, it
It's like,
was 3 bedroom, but 2 bedrooms are really small. And the last owners, when they owned it, they were living up north, and they told me, if you want to take out that wall in there, you could. So I took out the wall, and now it's those 2 little rooms is 1 big room,
yeah,
and it's also my grow room.
perfect.
Oh yeah, but I got too much shit. I
Sounds like
thought about fucking pulling up a secondhand store and say, hey, you want to come and buy some shit?
how that would work.
I don't think I'd get enough money doing that.
No, I don't think they'd be able to give you much for it. A buck,
No.
dollar or two per item or something like that, because they got to sell it for a few dollars too. Usually, to keep a business open, it's 100% markup. So if they buy it for $1, they have to sell it for $2. Have to do to have a successful business here in Canada. So whatever product you're moving, say if you order it from China and it costs you $10, you're gonna have to sell it for 20, or else your business is gonna fail.
No, that's not quite right, because if you buy a bin here where I was selling them, like a grain bin, say at 5,000 bushel or 6,000 bushel, something like that. It was cost plus 5%, and we got our share of that 5%. Not very fucking much. But other things, like uh, there was a nice pair of leather gloves. It was a 700% markup.
Yeah,
You know, everything had a different markup on it, and the smaller stuff was the biggest markup.
it could be like supply and demand thing, or it's a fancy pair of gloves.
Well, no, it's just the smaller things have a bigger markup price on them. A bin costs so fucking much, or before you even put the markup price on it, so you can't really sell it for a big price.
That's more bulk or whatever you're talking then.
Yeah, sort of.
Bulk prices you're getting it at, but usually a lot of businesses, yeah, they have to, if they're buying some other product to resell, they usually
Yeah.
have at least 100% markup on it just to get by, if not more, right?
Well, actually, it's 200%.
Yeah, some things, yeah.
Yeah, it's 200%.
Ugh.
Uh, why do I know it's 200%?
I bet you it's higher prices because you got a smaller town. You're further out of the way in a smaller town, so they do markup there too.
Oh, I know what it is. Whenever you have something, everything is divided into threes. No, that ain't. Fuck, I'm losing it. I've lost it. Fuck me.
Oh well.
Yeah, but it's hard to have an intelligent conversation because I can't fucking remember things.
Oh well. I smoke a lot of too, so I forget lots too. So I never have the right words to explain everything properly. They're
Hey,
there. So,
Josh, how's it going?
hey, Josh.
I heard of a Josh today that he was kind of a dickhead, I think.
What?
It wasn't you, Josh.
Hmm.
It was somebody else named Josh.
Did Josh work today? Did you pick them berries?
Oh, I think he's done for the year, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do cranberries, so.
Well, if it's going to start freezing up, he said they flood all plots so that everything is covered in water so that it freezes and gives it cover. What's underneath it protects it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said, well, you'd be out skating on that. And he said, once in a while somebody does.
Yeah, why not?
If it's nice and flat and no snow.
Why not? As long as it's not hurting anything, so why not?
As long as everybody picked up their garbage when they left.
Yeah, that too. That's one good thing about people in Kelowna. They don't tend to leave a bunch of parks and stuff. They put it in the bins or take it
Yeah,
with. That's sort of one good thing. You go out in the outskirts, outside of town, everybody throws it in the fire. So come to an old fire pit and you'll see tin cans and stuff with the burnt in there. So at least they.
well, if they burn, they'll disintegrate a lot faster. They'll rust faster.
Yeah. Like I said, at least they try to clean up their waste by burning
Yeah,
it. They usually don't find like cans and bottles everywhere, nothing like that really up here. People are pretty good. Like it's not 100% clean, but people are
well,
pretty good at picking up after themselves and throwing it in the bins and things around here. So
uh, we've got guys that walk up and down the ditches bottle picking. So there's it's 6 miles to the town that way, and they'll walk down there on one side and walk back on the other.
see, we got parks guys here that go to all the parks right when the sunlight comes up to go pick up all the needles and shit
Huh.
every morning. They go to all the there's all kinds of them, little parks and big parks, and they visit them all just to make sure all the needles are picked up. Right at daybreak, since there's enough light to see, they'll be out there doing that.
I don't think we have that here yet.
Probably not a problem quite yet, but it is up here.
Yeah,
They tend to go like the little kiddie park things or whatever with the little structures and things that they climb on. They'll go
yeah.
hide in there and shoot up their drugs and leave the needles just laying around. And it's like it's stupid and disgusting, but that's what the parks guys do now. Come on, those little pick her up the little arms or whatever that picks up stuff. And use that to pick up the needle and put it in a fucking special bag. Yellow is some yellow bag or whatever. And
Hazardous material bag.
yeah. And then they pick them all out really good and check everything, make sure it's all picked up. And
Yeah.
every morning they do that. Then they take the garbages too, though. They clean out the trash cans and replace the bags at the same time.
Yeah.
They're doing all that. And I guess if they do find any, they call them. And they come out and they clean it up. They call the parks guys and they clean up the needles.
Hmm.
I guess some places they'll go in the bush, but in the park they'll go hide in the bush and do it, and then there'll be a big pile of needles there after a while, right?
Yeah.
And somebody finds them, and then they phone the park guys, and they come and clean it all up. Same thing when they find a homeless person camping out.
Yeah.
Boop. Did I hear a boop?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, there he is. I thought I heard a boop. So Myron's is the only one I can hear that on. And somebody joins the stream. Boop.
I'm probably the only one that has it turned on.
Yeah. You're the only person that has the book. So what's Josh up to?
Just getting done work there, heading home.
It's already dark there?
Oh, fuck, pitch black.
Yeah.
We can see.
It's only, 1:45 here.
Yeah, 20 to 6 here. Whatever, 5:45.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it'll get dark.
Look.
It'll get dark here between 5 and 6, something like that now.
Yeah.
But I got most of my bullshit done. Fuck. You're just dicking me around there for a bit. They fuck up and I have to suffer for it. Bastards. Freaking bastards.
Oh, I got my weekend all fucking planned out. Which, well, my boss planned it out for me, actually. But it's going to be good in the long run.
What a holiday.
I got some courses to take. So I'm going to do my confined space course. And then I'm going to do rescue course.
Get more. Or you didn't hear me?
No, I didn't hear you. I lost you for a minute.
You get more pay that way?
No, well, it's for the confined space courses to work in tunnels and stuff underground.
More for doing that? Or it's just for another job?
That's for another job.
Okay.
So it's for another job that pays really, really well. Huh.
Yeah, that's what we all need. Better paying jobs now. Cost of living's going up.
I don't need a better paying job. I need you guys to make more money to pay more taxes so I would get a little bit of money, but you'd have to make so fucking much. Because them cock-sucking politicians take it all.
No, they can easily give us all a living wage. It's just that we're not important enough to them.
Oh, I know.
We're a minority basically, so we don't count.
This guy's license plate in front of me says live free or die. Where's he from? Oh, New Hampshire or something.
Open the window and holler out, "You're gonna die."
Fuck, it looks like it's a little 16-year-old girl or something.
Jeez. Watch out, she might smash it.
Right.
That's what just happened to the guy upstairs this summer. She was changing lanes and drove right into him.
Fuck.
Like he wasn't there. Then went skoosh and up against the fucker's truck, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, and it was just a 16-year-old or something.
I got smacked into twice here in this fucking same intersection. I stopped at a red light and I was sitting there for, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds and then fucking car rear-ended me. And then, I don't know, he said I think he was on his phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get an extra large triple and a medium double, please. Yeah. I didn't ask you guys.
I want a Boston cream.
Right?
Strawberry milkshake for me.
There you go. No,
Fuck, man. Tim
I-
Hortons, no milkshakes.
this truck for 6 years and I was rear-ended 3 times. Didn't do nothing to my truck, but it fucked up their little cars.
Then the second time I got rear-ended was right outside Tim Hortons lineup. I was waiting to turn in. I was sitting there with my signal light on and fucking bang, got just, a little nudge. It wasn't too bad. But again, I was in company vehicle, so I got out, looked, and the fucking kid that ran into me, he wouldn't even look up. Wouldn't even look at me. It's like, you little bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, big ass bush bumper on a homemade farmer bush bumper on the back of my truck. It was solid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when the car smashed in, just fucked them right up.
Yeah.
Didn't do nothing to my truck. But man, it messed up the front of their cars because their hood went under. Their bumper didn't even touch my bumper. Their hood got it. Scrunch, and I wasn't even moving. I was sitting there waiting in traffic to go. Then bang! What the fuck?
Some people are just stupid, can't drive, save their lives.
I just let them go. I just said, you didn't do nothing to me, so what do you want to do, right? I'm not going to make a claim. Fuck it. You didn't do nothing, right? It's not like I was worried about the paint being scratched on that. It was just an old patch bumper thing. Made a 1/4-inch steel. But it made it good for 4-buying. I was able to back right into trees and not fucking worry about it.
Right.
Yeah. Getting stuck in a tight spot and fucking boom, right up against the tree. Oh well. Didn't hurt the truck. The bumper took it, right?
Mm.
Yeah. The bumper.
That chocolate milk?
Yeah, chocolate milk. Now I'm stopping for coffee.
Oh, fuck. Don't ruin the chocolate coffee. Don't ruin the chocolate milk with coffee.
I was almost going to buy a 40-liter jug of chocolate milk today because they're out of the whole milk, but I went for 2% instead.
Fuck, we drink. Oh, we buy like 4 liters of that shit a day, man. Fuck, we drink a lot of chocolate milk at my house.
All our grocery store shelves are emptying out because the buying. So we got no meat, no fresh produce, no toilet paper, no fucking bread, like brand name breads, just in-house bread. That's all they had. It was fucking
The
weird.
fresh produce is just stupid because it's going to go bad before they eat it up if they bought a whole shitload.
Yeah, I don't know. There was nothing. There was no carrots. There was no, peppers. There was no bananas. There's fucking no oranges. There's nothing. Parsley. There was parsley and things like that. But it basically empty. Nothing. Same with the meat aisle. I go down the fresh meat aisle and there's just a few packages here and there of stuff, and that's like fucking.
Right.
And then the bread, all the bread, the name brand breads and all that, all gone. Nothing. Flatbreads, fucking whatever. The bagels, the fucking normal bread, nothing. Nothing on those racks. There was only the in-house stuff that they bake in-house that was there. So I was able to get my pizza cheese. I got another couple bags of those just to stock up a bit. Like my freezer's just packed.
Thank you.
And then it's going to be chicken month and this month. All these chicken stuff was on sale. So I got chicken burgers, chicken fingers, and I got chicken breasts.
And
Got
after
your headlights on, buddy. Turn your headlights on.
After eating all that, it'll be a chicken shit.
Yeah. It'll be chicken shit, and yeah. But chicken's not bad for me, so.
Well, that dumbass just left. No lights on. Idiot.
Like, you can take chicken.
Pitch dark and guy driving no headlights on.
Yeah.
Fuck. Pulled out of the gas station across from Tim Hortons.
We get that up here once in a while, too, but the streets are pretty lit up pretty good, so. But I do see it up here quite often.
Well, I've been tricked like that. It's easier to be tricked in the wintertime when it's light out.
I flashed my high beams at the dummy like 5 times, but some people are just too
Or it could be that something broken. So they're just fucking and saying, fuck it. I just gotta drive blind, I guess.
I don't know. I say they just pulled out of that gas station where she was all lit up, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Never realized, but I don't know. Hard to say.
Well, a lot of the newer cars, their lights come on automatically now.
Yeah, that's like this. I got it on auto, so as soon as I get in, the headlights come on.
Yeah. A lot of vehicles have that now. So my friend's got a bad connector on one of his lights, and it keeps just turning off. Bounce, you hit a bump, and it'll turn off. And I keep telling him, fucking, why don't you just fix the fucking damn thing? So it's just jiggling it around. There, it's back on. I'll drive for a bit until I hit the next bump, right?
Well, I had a 2002 Cavalier, and they ran all the wiring for the lights and all that shit underneath where your battery sat. So over the years, the fucking acid from your battery leaked down and ate through the wires and shit.
Yeah.
And I was going there one night home from work, and all I had when I bought the car was low beams. The high beams never worked. And so I got real good at driving with low beams at night. And anyways, I was going home there, and the fucking headlights, everything went out. I'm driving down the highway doing 120, fucking bam, headlights out. I had to make it the rest of the way home with my 4 ways on, just on the shoulder of the road, and I could only see every time it flashed. Made it for a long trip.
Yeah, I never liked Cavaliers.
I used to practice driving with my headlights out. You could be driving at night and turn your headlights out, and by the light of the moon, you could still see. And I could drive like that for a fuck of a long ways.
So I remember my truck acting up one day. I could only run one thing at a time. It's either the heater or the lights or just one thing at a time. It would only run. And then it was the alternator. I just sprayed some WD-40 in on the brushes and started up. Boom, and it came back to life.
Oh, freed them up.
Yeah, that's what it was. Dirty connectors or whatever. The brushes or whatever were dirty.
Yeah, they stick together. Yeah. Usually you can tap it with a hammer or something, but it's usually getting bad when you got to do that.
Well, I changed the brushes. Like I ripped my alternator apart and put new brushes.
Oh, okay.
But before that, like I said, before they wore down to nothing, and it just, it was fucked up there. And like I said, a little bit WD-40, boom, it just whoom, everything come to life. And I'm like, oh, good, it's fixed. And then I decided to rebuild it. The bushings were getting all shaved down to nothing. And I just bought a couple bushings, $7 for 2 bushings, threw them in. The alternator was fine.
Well, I spent $500 on the front end of my Jeep because I heard this grinding noise sound like a rotor, like brake on a rotor kind of thing, metal on metal, eh?
Yeah.
And so fucking I replaced the front brakes, the rotors, and I hear grinding after I get it done. I'm like, what the fuck?
Water pump?
No, it was like that. I just
Oh, you broke up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up, Josh. Yeah. Not hearing nothing that you're saying. You're breaking up.
I'm changing your name to Steve Austin.
How am I back?
Yep.
I don't know. Are you? Are you back?
Anyways, I sprayed underneath with a little bit of WD-40 and fucking
Who break it up? Captain, we're breaking up, Captain.
We've
shit.
lost all sound.
Comms are going down.
Still
Damn,
breaking up?
Josh.
Still moved down?
Yeah. We just heard you now.
All right. I don't know why back there I lose signal every time.
High wires or something?
There's
Something
big radio fucking towers and shit. And I don't know. Could be it.
Yeah, that's probably it then. Interference. Places like are highly magnetic in the ground. And it fucks up people's shit too. Natural ground. It's just highly. It's just magnetic ground. Whatever.
I don't know if I was telling you guys, but I hit this off ramp a couple weeks back. It was pitch dark. It was late. It was like, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And this guy was coming down the fucking off ramp on one of those electric scooter things for like people that can't walk.
Yeah.
And he had no headlights on, no nothing. I think he was getting ready to kill himself or something. Fucking come down the wrong way like that.
And it's like, oh.
Right, fuck. If I wouldn't have been paying attention, I would have ran into him for sure.
Yeah.
You don't expect something to be coming at you down a, one way fucking off ramp.
Yeah.
I remember driving with this chick one time, and she was driving, and here we're about to get into an accident, and she fucking takes her hands off the face. Boom! Right? It's like, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? It's like, freaks out. Yeah, she freaked out and covered her face, took her hands off the wheel, covered her face, and then smash. Wasn't
Right?
like
Like, what?
a big
Fucking
smash.
crazy.
Still, like, why do you taking your hands off the wheel like that? Like, holy fuck. Then I've been with people that don't pay attention, and I have to reach over and grab the wheel to bring them back onto the road.
Oh, fuck that.
I reach over and fucking pull them back onto the road, right? Like, I see it's happening, right? And I'm like, he's gonna do something, but I'm like, nope, fucking, what the fuck? I grab that wheel, right? Back onto the road. What are you doing? Who's doing something? You're looking at something or whatever. It's like, what are you?
Hey,
You're about to fucking kill us.
Well, the one guy was he was fidgeting and moving and, doing things and stuff like that. I'm like, fuck, dude, pay attention to the road, man. You don't fucking drive off the shoulder and go, oh, and come back on all the time. Like, what the fuck you doing? Pay attention. But he used to always move around like he was uncomfortable and, fiddling with stuff. And it's like, and then he was a rager too. He'd get into some fucking troubles or whatever, and he'd start raging on people. Oh, that guy cut me off or something. He'd drip and get in front of him, and he'd slam on his brakes to brake check him. And holy fuck, dude, it's like, calm down. Oh yeah, it was. But
I won't even touch my phone when I got other people in the car because
that buddy
you want to
of
fuck
mine,
around when you're driving by yourself, fine, but you got other people with you. Fuck.
Yeah, that buddy of mine or whatever, he fucking got heavy into the drugs and he overdosed.
Shit.
He just, like I said, he he's a little bit strange of a guy, I guess, and he just couldn't handle it anymore. And when he got into drugs, I wasn't really hanging around with him anymore at that time. And then next thing I heard, he overdosed, or he hyperthermic or something. He fucking got high and fell asleep in the snow, passed out in the snow, and then he died.
Fuck, a lot of people die that way.
Nice way to go.
Just went to sleep, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, went to sleep and then didn't wake up. It was only like fucking 32 or something like that at the time. It was a while ago, but
So what's new, NL? You get those last 10 bundles put up?
you know.
I can't see no messages in the chat.
Yeah, I know. I'm attention to that too.
What's going on, NL?
Like you said, I get so enthralled with talking and stuff, I forget all about what's chat. That's not my job anyway. That's Myron's job.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm right up on it.
Here, yeah. Oh, we still got Bo Hunter too watching us. Enjoying our little conversations. Yeah, anyway, supposedly here all our missing stuff off the shelves is supposed to all come in tonight, so we'll see. I don't have to go to the grocery store, so I don't give a fuck. I went there and grabbed a few things and just to see basically what was happening. But whatever. Couldn't get my bananas. That's about it. That's all I missed out on.
There's all them ships stuck out at sea because they can't get unloaded because there's no place for the trucks to go. That's what I read in the news. Fucking dumb cunts.
Yeah, I heard it was 1.5 million cargo containers are stuck offshore waiting to unload.
Yeah.
And the truckers are taking their deliveries out of those yards where they're being unloaded, and they empty them out somewhere, and then they bring the bin back, but they're like, we don't got no room here for them, so they're just dumping them on the streets now. Right?
Really?
Just dump the bin on because they won't. The yard won't take back the bin because they're full bins, right? So they have no space to put the empty bin, so they're just dumping them on the street now, and then taking another bin out to get delivered. Now there's going to be all these mess of bins everywhere they pick up. I don't know. Like I said, it's a big shit show that's going on. It's not so bad for us, but down the States, I guess it's really bad. And then
I gotta hop off, guys. I gotta carry up my shit, so I'll be in the chat in a few.
All right.
Okay.
Peace.
Thanks for coming up. Catch you later.
Yeah. Yeah, and then talking about that Mike Martin or Mike Myers or something down. He's in Merritt.
Yeah.
I guess they all hate him. Hard time of it right now. The whole town kind of hates him for some reason because he's a new guy that come in and took business away because he opened a business similar to somebody else's business.
Yeah.
Game store. And then I guess and then he's being a YouTuber too and telling all this crap that he's going through to the world, right? So I think that's they really hate him. But he's not hated by everybody, but majority, I guess, of the town. He says, I don't know if it's just this small town or if it's every small town's like this, but it's ridiculous. What's with all the hate, right? I'm just running a business like like anybody else is, and trying to support my family and raise a family, and all that crap. Because he couldn't Because in Vancouver, when he sold his business and his house, he had $1 million or something bucks. But he went to look to buy for a house. He couldn't find a house that was worthy, right? So he's like, he looked at Merritt, 160 grand, nice, big, giant, beautiful house, right? So that's what he did. To Merritt, with his extra money, because he still had his $1 million, right? Pretty much 160 grand he spent on the house. Then he opened his business, and I guess it was too close to somebody else's business, and he was taking business away from some other local. And then all of a sudden, the gang mentality thing, dog pile on the fucking guy, right? And that happened. And it's been 5 or 6 years now, and it's this constant harassment, phone calls, false, fake reviews, like bad reviews, giving him bad reviews, fake reviews, or whatever, all kinds of weird shit. And he says less than 10% of the business that he does is in town. Most 90% or more is from outside of town. Like people drive to Merritt to go to his store.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, or Kamloops, or he ships everything out, right? So he doesn't really care about the business in town, but he gets a little bit. Then he got in shit by somebody. He was just telling one, this 14-year-old came in and he was like $6 short thing. And he was like, yeah, don't worry about it. It's yours, right? Don't worry about the $6. Sends him home, eh? His mother comes back and freaking out on him. Oh, you shouldn't have done that, right? You should have did a layaway for something, like, why are you giving it, he's a 14-year-old boy. He's got to learn, right? And he's like, whoa, dude, I was just like, it's just $6. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, she was just giving him shit for fucking giving him his kid the discount, right? And then he's like, well, if it's such a big problem, just tell your kid not to come here. Like, that's ridiculous, right? He thought he was doing, somebody nice. And here he fucking gets in shit by the mother. Tell him, you're supposed to learn responsibility and blah, blah, and fucking crap. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you fucking slap a gift horse in the face like that? Right? He's just trying to be nice to the young kid, right? He's $6 short of getting something. And, don't worry about it, right?
Yeah.
They're calling him a pedophile and all this kind of stuff too, right? Because they don't like him, right? They're making up all kinds of stuff about him.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, they're all, like I said, ganging up on him, trying to run him out of town, right?
Yeah.
It's sad. And he doesn't seem a bad guy. He's just a regular guy. Like I said, like he's the typical Canadian. His family or his mom and dad immigrated to Canada, and he was born here in Canada. Right? He's a typical Canadian, right? Middle class, I guess you could say. But his business in Vancouver, he ran that for fucking 15, 20 years or something before he sold it all and decided to take off. Because he couldn't find an affordable place to buy, right? Affordable house to buy.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm not going to pay $1 million for a teardown, right? It's like, fuck that. I'm taking my $1 million. I'm fucking Merritt. And I guess he just chose wrong. Should have chose another town that'd be a little bit more friendly to him, I guess. But ever since he moved into town and opened his business, it was nothing but harassment from the locals.
What kind of business has he got?
It's a game store. Like, he mostly sells board games and stuff, right?
Oh.
To different board games and some video games. But it's not. And there's another store that's similar to that. They don't quite hold all the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the other one's more of like got comic books and stuff, but he doesn't. He's. So they're similar stores, but they're different. They got different stuff. So it's like he doesn't really understand what's going on. But I guess it takes away from the other one, right?
Yeah.
And of course, you're giving discounts to the locals. $6. Oh, don't worry about it, kid. I don't care. He doesn't care about fucking big dollars. He's set.
He's doing something too. As long as that kid has money, he'll be shopping at that guy's place.
Depends if the mother allows it.
Yeah, but as a kid gets older, he's
Yeah.
going to remember who was nice to him and who wasn't.
Yeah. Like I said, he's still got some locals that come to his store that are fine with him, but a
Yeah.
lot a lot of them just come in to bitch at him. They don't even come in there to shop for anything. They just come in there to bitch him out, and then be be told and put in his place or something like this, and then they leave. And it's like, what? He's like, what the fuck was that, right? Like,
Uh,
right?
uh,
That's what he says. It's like they're putting me in my place. He says they're trying to put me in my place, whatever that means. But
well, actually, they're trying to run him out of town, just putting him in his place.
yeah, well, a lot of weird things were going on. Like his business, the power company went and replaced all the meters,
Yeah.
and there's a lady behind him, like facing the other street, like it's behind his store. She comes over and tells him like, "Hey, start paying your power bill. I don't have any power. It's because you didn't pay your power." What? And what it was is because the previous owner of those two stores had their electricity both hooked into the one meter. But now the stores have been sold to different people. It was still on that one meter. And then when they went and switched it all and put all the new stuff in, she got her own meter. And now her power's cut off, right? She's got to go sign up for power and that. She came and bitched at him because he's like, pay for your power. Your power's cut off. I'm not getting power because of you. So all this time, 3 years or something, he was paying for her power too in her store.
Uh,
Like fucking ridiculous, eh? And then
yeah.
it gets straightened out, I guess, and now he's got a cheaper electric bill and she doesn't get any power, so she's pissed. She doesn't get free power anymore. Bitches at him for it. He thought that's crazy. The guy's like, you're nuts, right? The fuck would I pay your power for? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but a lot of people think they're entitled.
Well, it's just because that's the way it was when she bought the store and moved in.
Yeah, and she thinks she's entitled to keep it that way.
And then she was getting free power all that time, so she figured that she's supposed to still get free power after they figured it out, right?
Yeah.
And then he blaming him for it, and he's like, it's got nothing to do with me. The electric company came in and did that, not me. Right? Telling him to pay his power. You didn't pay your power bill, and he's like, Ron, what are you talking about? Right? Well, I don't got any power anymore. You didn't pay your power bill. It's like, what? He's trying to understand what the hell is going on, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was. The meters, because the owner of the two stores put it into one meter, right? So he just had one bill.
Yeah.
And it was, the stores were sold to different people. It never got changed until they went in and put all the new meters in. I don't know, those electronic meters now or whatever. The Wi-Fi meters, the ones that like to catch on fire. Or I guess used to catch on fire. I guess they fixed that now. So I haven't heard anything about them catching on fire now.
Well, hopefully I don't have to worry in the wintertime.
Yeah. I don't know. They just came and changed our meter one day, didn't ask us or anything, just came and did it.
Yeah, they did mine a couple, 3 years ago.
Or fuck, ours is like 10 years ago now.
The only thing they have to walk around for is my gas, natural gas.
Yeah. Yeah, ours is all at the corner of the house here anyway. They could check the water, they could check the gas, and the electricity all right there in the same spot.
Well, as I was saying now, they have to walk to the back for gas, but they can just drive down the street with the machine, fucking get in every house as they go by.
Yeah.
They drive by about, say, what is it, maybe 20 clicks, maybe only 15.
No, when they come by for us. All I know is garbage day is Wednesdays and recycling day, and then it alternates between yard waste and recycling. That's all I know. It's when the garbage guy comes. The mailman's so unpredictable, man. They could come at like 9 o'clock in the morning and right up until 4 o'clock in the day. I never when the mailman comes.
Yeah.
It's weird here. They
Well,
used to.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say they used to come up at the same time every day, but I don't know why that changed. Why?
Yeah, I can't think of a reason why it would.
Yeah, I don't know. And then the packages too. A lot of times the packages I used to get, you had to get a signature, right? But then
Yeah.
they dump it on the fucking doorstep and take off, or they'd slip the thing in there that they were missed me, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you didn't even knock or ring the bell or nothing. You just dumped the fucking missed you letter in the fucking mailbox and took off right away. What the fuck is that? Right?
Mhm.
About the time I got to the door, vroom, he's driving away. And it's like, what the hell? Right?
Well, be thankful you don't live here because you got to go to the post office to get any.
Yeah. Well, that's usually when I got one of those things and they take off like that. I wait toward the end of the day, like 4 o'clock. You know, that's an hour before closing. And I go down there and I get my package. Because
Yeah.
they bring it back at the end of the day, right? And I tell them, I'm like, you didn't even knock or ring my bell. You just dumped this thing in the mailbox and gone. I knew he's out there. I was just coming up the stairs to open the door, you know. And then next thing you know, he's driving off. I open the
Yeah.
door, he's driving off. Like, what the fuck? And then I check and I hear I got this thing. We're sorry we missed you, or whatever the hell it is. Pick it up here. Done that a couple times now. They've done that. Otherwise, the other times they dropped it on the fucking stoop and took off. I'm like, yeah, every package I get has to have a signature, right? And here they just dumped it and took off. Like, what are they doing? Forging my signature? You know, like, because they got it's not really a problem here, but we do have package thefts and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's not like crazy problem really, but it does happen here.
Well, box up a bunch of garbage and leave it sitting on the step full time.
Yeah.
I know I've seen people on here that box up dog shit.
I seen the exploding poop one where they fucking there's a string on it and it pulls it and it sets off a timer, so it's get in the car and it goes boom and it blows all the poop everywhere.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one too.
And then there's the glitter bomb one that has a bunch of cameras and shit on it. It sprays glitter all over their houses, and then all the cameras, you can see them all what they're doing, and they're all freaking out. And it shoots a fart spray, and then they go and they toss it outside. And then because there's the cameras and it's 4 phones. There's 4 cheapy phones in there, whatever, that have cameras, so you can watch, so you can live, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy spent a bunch of money on this thing. And the box is like an expensive headset, like a gamer's headset. It's a big tall box. It looks like a gamer's headset on the outside, but he's got this contraption on the inside. So as soon as they slip off the top of the box, it goes off, glitter everywhere, and a fart spray goes off. And then there's a little voicing telling them that the cops are coming and all this kind of, and they panic and they throw it outside in the garbage or something. Then the guy's got a tracker, so he finds it and picks it up. And reuses it again, and then he shares the footage and stuff online. Tripping out. As they open it up, the glitter goes off, and they're covered in glitter, right? Then they're standing there like, "What the fuck?" Then the thing starts talking, "Warning," and it starts doing a countdown, and it's like it's a bomb or something. And then the fart spray goes off, "Joo joo 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 joo," and then they smell that, and they're like, "Oh shit!" And then they start grabbing it and throwing it outside. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Oh, what's the name of his channel?
I don't know the name of the channel. Just put in glitter bomb package.
Okay.
You'll probably find it. Like he spent a bunch of money and a bunch of time making the thing too, just to purposely set on his porch from the steel, right?
Yeah.
And it's the box, like I said, it's some expensive headset or something like that. And then when they slide the box open, it goes off. It's usually in their house or something, right? Then boosh, and it sprays glitter everywhere in the house. You know how bad glitter is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get covered in glitter and it's all over the place. Then the fart spray goes off too, and then they're like, ah.
Pretty much, unless somebody seen him walking in, but nobody would even know I have a package on my step because it's fucking hidden, sort
Yeah.
of.
I don't know. He's just something he did because packages are getting stolen. He lives
Oh
in
yeah.
a middle class neighborhood, right? And then
Yeah.
the people drive around the neighborhood and grabbing up packages and stuff. I remember the one chick slipped and she broke her leg.
I seen that one too.
Yeah, she grabbed it and ran and broke her leg over it, right? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking.
See, I seen a few of those one day.
Yeah, and then the one with the bikes.
Oh yeah, those I see lots of.
It had cable on the bike, and I seen somebody with like a fishing line, and he was across the fucking pond or whatever, the lake or whatever. He was across, and then he'd see the guy grab the bike, and he'd just pull on the fucking fishing rod and that line, and pull the guy right into the water. Yeah.
I never seen that one, but I seen the ones where they have the back axle or something on the back end tied to 1/8 wire cable.
Yeah.
They have 60 feet of it or
Yeah.
so, and they're going down the hill, and when that cable comes to the end, they do a sudden stop.
Yeah, and they flip over the bars.
Yeah.
See,
And the one,
he must have seen the one with the stun gun in the seat.
yeah, I was just going to mention that.
That's a good one too. Yow! Fuck, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait until they get going really good too, eh? I watched the one where they had this scooter, like a gas scooter, little scooter thing, and they put a fucking airbag in the fucking seat. And this fucking guy grabs it and he's driving down the road, and then they start following him in the car. He set off the airbag by remote. Boom! And the fucking guy goes flying up in the air.
See, here in Canada, they could, I think they could charge you for something like that.
Oh yeah, that guy was hurting, man. He was hugging his ass, man.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, oh shit.
You can break a person's back doing that.
Oh yeah, it chucked him right off the bike. It blew him way in the air. Boom! And he went flying, fell down on the ground, and he was holding his ass. And well, the guys are all laughing and shit and grabbing the scooter, right? And the guy's like, his ass, wondering what the fuck just happened. Like, oh, my fucking ass. Then they like, oh, you deserved it for fucking stealing. And then they throw the fucking bike in the back of the truck and take off on him, eh? Leave him standing there holding his butt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, that guy flew. He flew all right off that bike. Woo! Flying.
Oh, I've seen lots of vids with guys sitting on those I think they use a shotgun shell, if I remember right. caused the explosion? They just don't have any shot in it. Could be wrong, but yeah. Fucking gray day today here.
What?
So it's a gray day here today.
Gray day?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh.
got. I can't see outside right now, so I can't.
Right.
I just know it's daylight still. As close as I can get. Oh, we got some sunshine. I see some sunshine coming through the window.
Oh.
Yeah, so we got some sunshine.
We got sun coming next week. Because it's getting fucking cold. And in the wintertime here, well, I think it's most places. It's no, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say about that.
Just reading an article. Some disabled guy got beat up because they had an argument over a service dog coming into the restaurant, which he's attended to that restaurant before with his dog with no problems. But I guess this time somebody took offense to it and they beat him up. And he's kind of autistic and shit, right? This guy.
Yeah.
And they beat him up for trying to get his dog in. Fucking stupid idiots, eh?
Yeah, well, look at what the town's actually fucking a good. Well, the town's condoned it. How they treated blind justice.
Yeah, that's how I guess how small towns are. They're really tight knit and prejudiced, I guess, right?
Yeah, but see, some of those guys, that were against them weren't even from that town. They were from neighboring towns, and they come in to stir the pot or boost the pot. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always free speech unless they disagree with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking stupid. Ooh. That's a lot of snow. Mountain of snow on this guy's car. He's backing it up. Oh, now we got a snow plow plowing a road. It looks like there's like 4 or 5 feet of snow, and he's pushing it through. What are your peoples? Little at a time. Fuck. That'd suck. The car's buried under fucking 5 or 6 feet of snow, and you gotta dig to find it. It's like these people are digging their cars out, but where are you gonna go? 5, 6 feet of snow everywhere. How are you gonna have to dig the whole road out too?
Yeah.
Like I said, they're digging their cars out, but there's no road to drive it on.
But once whatever comes to clear this truck or a grader comes around, they'll be ready to go. Whereas I'm more of the either you got 10 feet of snow on top of your car, you start the car up, get it going forward, and then hit the brakes. Actually, it's better if you drive ahead a little bit and then back up and then hit the brakes.
Ooh. That's something I should dig around for my flare kit.
I've never had one of those.
Yeah, I've been trying to gather up all my tools into one place instead of being scattered everywhere. That's something I think I got to yet find my flare kit.
No.
Well, the only reason why I fix brake lines.
Okay.
All them years ago. But I got a little pipe cutter thing, and I got the little clamp that you clamp around, and then you screw down the thing on it to flare it out. So you clip so that nut doesn't come off. So when you screw it back down onto the brakes, it seals. Ooh, what's that? Oh,
What's that?
that's just some kind of piece of art. It looked like a little dome thing with a design on it. I thought it was a house. But it's just a piece of art. Oh. Does anybody know whose car this is? No plates at the Lakeview Hub by Nestor's and Lakeview liquor store off the road. So there's a abandoned car, I guess. Somebody's reporting. Either stolen, abandoned, or stolen, one of the two. Oh, here's some pictures. Video of this little storm that came in that fucking whipped up all the mess for us. It was short-lived, but it was pretty wicked. For about 15 minutes or so. It just went nuts for a while, and it was like, holy shit. And then it was gone. It was all kind of calm and quiet, and all of a sudden it started to sprinkle a little bit, and the next thing you know, just all wind and fucking hail. And it's like, holy fuck. And that's when I hid in the shed to fucking smoke my joint. And about time I got back in the house, I got my camera, it was over with. Fuck. It would have been cool to get that. Because it was so quick. Like I said, it's so fast, but that's how it kind of works for us up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of storms rushing through, right? What to expect the first time smoking marijuana? Ooh. If you got your MMJ card, you're wondering what smoking, and that's where it stops. I'm not going to read that rest of that article. Fuck it. Just my local news.
The only thing that I think a medical marijuana card is good for us. It gives you more places you can smoke in.
Well, it allows you to grow more and stuff too.
Yeah.
If I had my card, I don't know how many I'd be allowed to grow, but I estimated if I was going to grow enough weed to last me until next year to grow weed again, it would be like 50 plants to give me enough supply to get until next year.
And I think if you get the grower's card or license, whatever you want to call it, you get 45 plants or 47 plants, somewhere right in that range.
Yeah. But I estimated out I need 50 to get me through till next crop.
Yeah.
That was my guesstimation on it. So
But geez, if you were only 3 plants short, that would sure would fucking help you though. You only had to buy whatever it is for however long it would be for you to what normally smoke 3 plants.
yeah, it would help for sure. But
Sure wouldn't cost you as much.
getting that card and a prescription and all that kind of crap, it's fucking. And if you don't renew it, you let it lapse, expire. It's difficult to get back, if impossible now. Like I said, they don't. The government wants out of the medical marijuana. They just want to make tax money. They just use that medical marijuana just to get their foot in the door, kind of thing, to see how we felt about it. They use that as a ploy.
Well, there's still medical marijuana stores, like I said, online, but they do. We do have 2 local stores, and fuck, they're way cheaper than the medical stores. The only reason I go to the medical marijuana store is so I can get the card to say that I'm a marijuana user and I could smoke wherever I fucking want, I think. I can't smoke indoors, but I could smoke downtown.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look it all up, see what all the rules are now.
Yeah, and it's probably different between here and there.
Yeah, different provinces
Yeah.
and all that shit. Like I said, I'd have to really look it up to see what technically I'm allowed to have, but I know I'm allowed to carry an ounce, 32 grams or whatever I'm allowed to carry, but so an ounce to carry. And I know I'm allowed to have 4 plants.
28 grams is an ounce.
Yeah, but they said 32, so I guess there wasn't any
Ounce and an eighth.
Yeah, you're a little bit over, say if
Yeah.
I got an ounce and it was 28.5 grams, that's why they put the 32 to avoid any, nitpicking.
Well, yeah, bullying by the police on that part.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't encountered any of the police with this stuff yet. Pretty sure they're not even going to give a fuck. They're just going to go, we're not going to get any conviction. They decriminalized it, so they're not going to get any conviction on it.
Well, if they catch you with 2 ounces in your pockets, they might fucking try and get you for something. The laws are there to fuck with the citizens, take money away from them. Fuck. Oh, excuse me. I gotta clean my pipe. I'm starting to get a little bad flavor out of it. Ooh, that's not good. Mm. Oh, the school buses are out. Fuck, I'm gonna have to start smoking this shit. My collection jar is just about full.
Collection jar.
Ah, it's right to just about the top there.
Oh yeah, holy shit, dude.
That's all.
That's a lot.
That's all black tar.
That's a lot, dude. Wow.
Clean that out of the pipes.
What, are you just gonna smoke it straight up like that, or are you gonna like put it some
Hot
ISO or
hot
something?
knife it. Oh, I'm just gonna hot knife it right there.
Oh yeah.
Got my handy dandy thing. It sits right over top of that jar. I got a hole to stick a hot knife inside, and I got a hole for a straw.
Yeah.
So I put it over like that. You can't even see the freaking jar. And I ain't wasting any. Because some people were a little aghast that I wasted it.
Oh well. People are gonna be people, I guess, no matter what you do.
And besides, I didn't want to waste that much either. I have tried it this way, smoking it this way, and I think I get a way better hit. Because it doesn't just fucking go all over the place.
I think I'm going to check to see if there's any movies for me to watch tonight. Let's see.
You
Ooh.
watch westerns?
Yeah. I used to watch like Clint Eastwood ones and all that. Spaghetti westerns.
There's one site called Gringo, and the other one's called Westerns on the Web. Westerns on the Web is more Hollywood, whereas Gringo plays a lot more spaghetti westerns.
What's that other old guy? It's not Johnny Cash. It's the guy that does the westerns. He usually wore an eye patch over his eye or something to play the part.
You're not thinking of John Wayne.
Yeah, that's it. I watched some old John Wayne movies for
Oh,
western, and then, like I said, Clint Eastwood ones, whatever westerns, and there's a few other movies and stuff between that that I've watched over the years. It's not like I'm big on them, but I do watch them.
yeah.
And mostly the science fiction, fantasy kind of stuff.
Have you ever seen a Western called Silverado?
Yep.
Okay. That's one of my favorites.
Wild Earp and all those, yeah. And Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
It all came out. I watched all kinds of them. And then, of course, like what's Smith in it? And they had that big robot fucking spider thing.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West. Am I right?
I think
What was
that was it, yeah.
I'm not sure now, but you know what I was talking about. You know, things. I'll still watch things like that. It's okay, right? Wouldn't say it's best, but
Yeah.
stuff. But that's what I'm looking at right now is all the newer stuff that's just coming out now. Sometimes I get to watch movies a week before anybody else does.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Before it comes out in theater here in Canada, I get to watch it a week ahead of time. And then my friends ask me, was it any good? Don't tell me what it's about, but was it any good? Is it worth me going watching, right? To spend $15 now or whatever to go see it. I usually tell them it's okay. It's like, oh yeah, but it all depends on the person, what they like, right? What they're,
Yeah.
I mean, because there's a lot of sci-fi movies I kind of really like. People are just like, yeah, you know, because it's not their thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, I thought Cowboys and Aliens was pretty funny.
Yeah, I watched that one too. There's supposed to be a part 2 of that coming out.
Huh. Well, that's it. They get a new idea in Hollywood and then they gotta flog that one fucking idea to death.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
it's,
Fast and Furious 1 and fuck me, there it's now 9. I think.
I don't know, just there's not enough imagination anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like good story
Well,
writers.
there's
Original.
lots of imagination out there, but it seems like they don't want to spend the money for the books anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because anytime you want to do a movie, if you get a book and then have some smart writer make a screenplay out of it, you can make a movie out of it.
Yeah. So what is the sci-fi movie that I'm waiting for is Finch, it's called. And it's a post-apocalyptic Earth, a robot built to protect the life of his creator's beloved dog. Learns about life, love, friendship, and what it means to be human. That's the next one I'm waiting for to come out right now. It's just a trailer. It's just a trailer now.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to come out. It's like, hurry up, I want to watch it. And watch it be total crap. Wait all this time. Yeah. Wait all this time to watch it and it'll turn out to be total crap. I don't know, it's got big actor in it. I think it's got I don't know, the guy that's from Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump guy?
Gary Sinise?
No, the guy, the Forrest Gump guy. Forrest.
Okay, I know who you mean. The child molester.
Yeah, it's got that guy is the main actor guy, I guess. Usually his movies are pretty good. I don't approve of his lifestyle, but his movies are usually pretty. So I guess they pay the big bucks to get him, right?
Yeah.
And Bruce making a lot of good movies. He was in a lot of good movies, but lately he's like, what the fuck? He's desperate for work or something, man. Ended up in these B movies.
Well, he's kind of turning into a Steven Seagal now. Because that's all Seagal's ever been in.
But like I said,
Oh,
the last Bruce Willis movie I watched, I was disappointed as fuck. It was like a B-rated movie. And it was basically a copy of another story, an island where you hunt humans, right? And Bruce Willis was the human that they're hunting. But it was kind of, it was supposed to be based way in the future where they had teleporters and crap like that. But like I said, it was kind of lame. I was disappointed. And I was like,
the
what
jet
the?
flying over.
Yeah.
It's got to be low.
I don't know, it's just the way things go nowadays. It's just they either repeats of fucking things they've already done, or they're just shitty movies. They're just, I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Bastards.
I gotta agree with you. They can't think of anything new. All they're doing is making reruns.
Yeah, like I can't think of anything that's recently that came out that I really liked.
Yeah.
Like number of years ago, I can think of a few things, but not recently.
Nice. What the fuck was the first one called? Pygmalion, I think it was.
Chameleon.
No, Pygmalion. It was about as far as I can remember, that's right, name for the movie, but it was about a person who thinks they could change another person's life by changing the way they act and the way they dress and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But how many fucking movies have you seen like that since? You know? First it's guy changing woman, then it's a woman changing the guy. And they were both white. Then we got a black woman guy changing a black woman. You know, it's the same fucking show with just different actors in the leads.
Yeah.
And a little bit different language, but not really.
Yeah, and wouldn't be so bad if the movie better, but they usually don't.
No, it gets worse every time it gets made.
Yeah. Because like they made that, like, you know what, Mad Max, Thunderdome, and all that crap. That guy,
Yeah.
Mel Gibson. They made a new Road Warrior called Fury Road or something. It wasn't too bad for a Mad Max kind of ripoff.
Yeah.
The guy was Max or whatever, but it wasn't Mel Gibson. It was a different actor. Well, you know, but same sort of post-apocalyptic crap. It was okay. Like I said, I still don't think it was good as the original ones, but it was okay for what they did. Like, it kept me entertained enough to watch it. So when I start watching a movie and then right off the bat, I don't like the looks of this, and I'll skip forward, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch this.
Well, anymore, I play simple games on the computer. Not Facebook games, but along the same fucking lines. Card games and shit like that. And, why was I telling you this?
I used to play a lot of those simple games too. Used to.
Oh yeah, what I do is I put one of them movies and just have it running in the background. Listen to it. I don't watch it.
Yeah. Well, I do that a lot with my TV too.
Yeah, if I find that there's a good movie on, I might go over and watch it. Or some are really good just listening to them.
Yeah.
And others are just shit. It don't matter what you. There's just no way to make a good movie. You can't listen to it. It's no good.
Yeah. I don't know.
But they,
That's what I usually do. Just turn the TV on, just have some background noise.
yeah,
But when I'm on panel, I can't have that. Can't have,
yeah, but really, when you're on panel, you don't need it.
yeah, not really. I got somebody real to talk to.
Yeah,
Some real voices and real people to talk to. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking edit my other video and put that up. I gotta blot out a few things that were said. So then I can throw up my other video that had it for about a year now. And I have to go through it and just kind of just a few things that were said.
yeah.
And then I can throw it up. And you can see the fucking well, I already showed you guys the stolen truck one. I already showed it on Mike's channel.
Yeah.
But I want to edit it a little bit to take out a few things out of the voice part of it. So there'll be a little bit of like pause of nothing for a second. And then I'll throw it back up. Yeah, that cop wasn't happy that I was filming him. He was bitching about it, and I told him, I'm not going to argue with you. And then he kept on going on about it, and I'm like, well, is it illegal? I said, and he says no. And he's like, well, that means like for anybody in the neighborhood can come film you. Yeah, that's exactly right. Trying to make it like, I don't care. They can. Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
If I'm out in public, there's nothing I can do about it, right?
Yeah, you could be standing on the road, and as long as you don't really use any special equipment, you could take a picture inside somebody's house if it was.
Yeah, it's as long as it's not anything lewd, like you're not zooming in on cleavages or no parts, and bathrooms is another no, even though it's a public bathroom, but you can't go in there. Change rooms is another one. Like there is rules around it, right? But yeah, basically I could stand out in the street in front of your house and film right in your window if I wanted to. It's not really the right thing, and it's kind of creepy, but it's not against the law. Right? Just like the paparazzi, right? The paparazzi sit outside of famous people's houses constantly, waiting to get their picture. And if they could see down in their yard from somebody else's house, they'll take a picture of you in your yard, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I seen pictures of some paparazzi. They were up in trees.
Yeah, all kinds of weird shit. So we're no different than them. They got the same rights as we do. So just that they're a little bit more aggressive of what they do. So I guess that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
And I do my filming. I don't like zoom in on people's windows to see what's going on inside their private house. But if it's a public lobby or something, I'll zoom in on that. Like, what's the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll look into the windows of that. If it's a public lobby or an office or something, it's not like I'm purposely zooming in on people's windows. There wouldn't be anything illegal about that, but it's just the people, I guess, right?
Yeah. Well, you're twice as safe in offices. open offices.
Yeah, well, it was like that one low-income place or whatever where the chick came out. And she was asking me crap, and I just shook my head. I don't know. And then, you're not going to talk to me? And I'm like, shook my head, no. And then she went back in. But both of them are on the phones. Because after I reviewed the video, there's two of them. One was hiding there with the plant in the corner. I could see her mask, and she was on the phone. And then the other chick that came out talking on the phone. And like I said, I was doing my hit and run. 7 minutes is up. Okay, I'm out of here. Okay, I got my 7 minutes, and I could throw on my Melvin subscribe thing at the rest of the minutes to get me to 10 minutes, and I'm good. Because 10-minute videos is YouTube friendly. They don't want videos shorter than 10 minutes.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things like that. Like, well, the ones that I have age restricted, they probably won't like those ones either because it's got pot and stuff, right? They won't want to put advertisements on those, but I don't have any really future plans of getting monetized or anything. So.
Well, with it being legal here, they really can't say too much.
Well, it's legal here, but not in other places of the planet.
Well, fuck them. They're not in Canada. Fuck them. We can put whatever if it's legal here, why can't we put it on?
Yeah, that's why I age restricted, because that's all I can do.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I age restricted mine.
Yeah, that's all I do, and I show pot. I just age restrict it.
Yeah.
It seems to fall into the YouTube's policy, I guess, so it doesn't get taken down.
Well, I age mine for age or language.
Yeah.
Is why I restrict mine.
Yeah, well, that's the better way to do it. But when I go out and do other filming, I'm not really saying much at all. So.
Of course, when the 3 grandnieces were here, I smoked weed the whole time they were here.
And I haven't had anybody, like, even when I filmed that drug dealer place or whatever, the drug pit thing or whatever place, I don't even think they swore really at me. They called me a stalker and creep and stuff like that or something. I'm like, man, this chick is stupid. You don't even know what a stalker means. It's the first time I've been here. Stalking means you coming again and again, right?
Yeah.
It's not, I'm gonna phone the cops, and I nodded my head at her. Yeah, go ahead. Fucking yeah, right. You guys are gonna phone the cops. It's a fucking full of drug dealers in the place, and they're gonna phone the cops. Yeah, right. Called the bluff on that one right away. Yeah. Well, first she was saying I can't do it or something like that, and I was shaking my head no at her. Then I'm phoning the cops, and then I shook my head yes at her, right? Then the guy come across the street, hide behind the truck. I think he was trying to jump out at me or something. That's why I moved. I'm like, what the fuck's this guy doing? Where'd he go, right? He's hiding behind a truck. I don't know if he was trying to film me or jump something. I don't know. I walked around and I got some distance between him, and then he pretended to phone the cops. He's like, hello, officer so-and-so. And I'm like, how would you even know this fucking name? Like, who phones the cops like that? Hello, constable fucking so-and-so. Right. How would you know the cop's name when you're just phoning him? Right? It's like you have some personal line to a cop, right? It's like I knew he's faking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretends to get on his phone and do this, and I'm thinking, fucking dummy, I'm not falling for that. And then he fucking decides to walk complex. Like I said, I don't know what he was doing. He went off to the left of me there, and then he got behind the vehicle that I was standing beside. And I looked at him like, where'd he go? And that's what made me move. And I got behind that car, and then I was seeing him there. But he was like, "Hey, boss, hey, stop that, boss," or something like, "Fuck." Yeah, I don't know. And other places, other low-income places and stuff, I filmed, no problem at all. Nothing. No reaction at all from them. They just let me do my fucking filming, and then I walked away. They said I'm not giving them phone cops to get me. I bet you after a while, when they do catch up with me, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're the guy that we're getting all those calls." Where they got your, because the lady at the one, she took my picture, right? She cam backed me.
Yeah.
That one lady, that one young at the low income. But there's a few more I want to do. I want to do there's a couple family ones, low incomes in my area, and then there's one place that there were going to be a wet house where they're allowed to do drugs in there, but then they changed their mind at the last second, said it's not. And that one's a weird one. 2 suites in it that are up for sale. So it's kind of strange. Well, because the church donated the property to them to do that, to make that building.
Yeah.
But the deal is the church gets 2 of the suites, right? And now what the church is doing is selling them because they want the money, right? So that's going to be weird. You're going to be in a government building that has 2 suites in it that are private, right?
Yeah.
It's strange how that works, right?
Yeah.
But of course, nobody's buying them because they know they're going to be dealing with a bunch of addicts and stuff. Because the Newgate's basically the people that are in there. There's a lot of mental health issues, and I think halfway house. A lot of people being released from custody and stuff, and they need a place to live, so they go there. They wanted to put me in there at one time, and I'm like, "You crazy, man? Like, why would I want to fucking live in a place like that? Those searching your room at any time, like, fuck that, man." I go out or something, they decide to search my room when I'm not there and steal shit. Fuck that. I should have just as same right as every other renter on this fucking planet. Shouldn't be special rules like that.
Yeah.
I guess because you're dealing with mental health issues and criminals, I guess they have to have special rules like that, right? But it shouldn't be that way. Just because it's a government building, they shouldn't have, you know. So what apartment buildings decided to, other rentals decided to do that too. Imagine how many homeless people that you'd have. Well, it's getting bad, and in some places up here, you require a credit card. You don't give them a credit card number, you don't get the rent. Yeah, others do a credit check on you. Oh, you got bad credit, you don't get the rent. Right?
I've been in hotel motels that were awfully scared to take cash. It seemed like.
Well, because maybe they think it's something to do with drugs and stuff, illegal, right?
Yeah, it's true, but when you got
or fake money, maybe, I don't know. Like, I'm sure that there's some kind of reasoning behind it, but like I said, the rentals up here, they're getting more and more strict about to qualify to even rent.
Yeah.
They say you don't have a credit card, you don't get the rent in some of these places. And then some places do a credit check on you, and if you have bad credit, you don't get the rent. I guess getting kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's getting out of fucking control.
Yeah.
Because they're forcing people to become homeless, and there's nowhere for the homeless to go.
Well, I know, because there's usually addiction issues, mental health issues, physical health issues. Don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. Hey, Josh.
Yeah, the landlords just don't want to deal with that kind of shit because social problems, right? They don't want to deal with any social problems.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, okay, well, you make $60,000 a year. You got a good job. Yeah, you can rent here. Right.
Uh,
Oh, no, you're on welfare. Nope, you can't. That's basically what they're saying because they don't want to deal with the social problems that come along with all that.
yeah. True.
Yeah, and I noticed they're noticing now a lot of these low incomes buildings that have been around, they're all run down and they're not fixing them. And then they're making excuses. Oh, as soon as we fix it, the tenants break it again. You know, they're saying shit like that, right? So that's why we're not bothering. Because those automatic door closers, for instance,
Yeah.
they're for fire safety and security. For so the door closes by itself.
Yeah.
But a lot of the tenants will fucking fuck them up, so the door it stays open, right? So they can walk in and out freely without having to use their key and shit. And then the doors that are inside are supposed to close too, but they get so kicked and abused so much that they break and they just stay open. And then inspectors come along, say you got to fix this, this, and this, and then they're like, no, we're done fixing. We have to fix them every month, so we're not going to bother. It's costing too much money. This is a low income. We're not making any money as it is, right?
Yeah.
And then all these, like I said, all these social problems and property takes a beating.
Yeah.
And they can't. They said they're just letting it go now. They're just like, had enough. We're not fixing shit anymore.
Hey, Blue Eyes, how's it going?
Hey, Blue.
Oh, you what?
I was just going to say I'm going to get off here in a bit.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll just call her now.
I got to get some food in me. I haven't had lunch yet, so.
I gotta go to the bathroom real bad. I was just gonna get up and leave, but if you're gonna take off too.
All right.
Thanks for the talk today, Melvin.
No worries.
And Lemmy Redneck, Josh, NL, Bowhunter, Blue Eyes. Thanks everybody for showing up.
Okay, see y'all later.
Sorry that we're shutting down just when you got here, Blue Eyes, but it's the way it happens, I guess. We'll catch you later.